Okay, guys, welcome to the scoop grip passing portion of the DVD. We're going to start to understand when it makes sense to essentially underhook their hamstring. All right, don't get triangled, don't get knee levered over. Those are like two of many things that can go wrong. They're the two major ones, I would say. As you start putting your hands under their legs, watch out that you have a good elbow knee connection on the other side. Watch out that your base is wide enough so they can't lace onto your feet and start to crank your arm in uncomfortable ways. But more often than not, a good scoop grip is going to do more good than harm to you. So examples of this can come from as you're knee sliding, there's common battles between this forearm frame and this knee shield, right? I'm trying to flare it, get space to punch an underhook, knee slide across. He's trying to collapse it, stop me from opening up this side of his body, flattening him out. He's trying to collapse it. He could weave through with his leg, like so, and start to ruin my ability to open up that side of his body. Scoop grips come into play as that happens. As he goes into collapse my bicep frame here, collapse my forearm frame here, that's when scoop grips come into play. I can start to hike his leg up and pressure forward and finish knee sliding. I can start to go into the other side of his body here and pass in that direction. I could start to take a shallow scoop grip, start to bring him up to north-south, drop him and pass in that direction. It works from outside passing. As we start to outside pass, he goes into a high leg here. We could drop in the scoop grip passing like so. We get a grip on his bottom leg and a good scoop grip where we jam our forearm between his thigh and his rib cage. We could pass in this direction like so, or we could pass to north-south like so, depending on follow-up reactions. So scoop grips are great options for the third or second part of various guard passes. Rarely you're going to just walk into a guard and scoop grip right away. It's possible. If I'm up here, I could drop down and go straight into scoop grips. But more often than not, at least where I set them up from, it starts from positions where I'm already deep in on another pass. Like so, or like so. Okay, those are three major examples of when scoop grips come into play, but they're not limited to those three examples. They're really good for when he starts to bring his legs back into the guard, when you're sort of getting past his knee frames a bit too much for him to be comfortable with. He starts to push you off with his arms to get his legs back in the game. As they come into your peripheral vision, that's when your arms can start looking for scoop grips. To start to continue that pressure. As you're applying pressure, you get his legs out of the way. He starts to re-guard with his legs. You get those scoop grips in to maintain that pressure, that momentum, that chain passing.